So you're looking to upgrade from your tent to your first camper, but don't know if a pop-up camper is right for you. In this video, I'll show you what it takes to set up our 2003 Coleman camper and let you decide if the pop-up lifestyle is right for you and your family. So let's get started with the very first step, which is leveling.
Put some wood under this.
Hey, gross!
Hey, hop out of the way. We gotta show them how we put wood under the tire, like this.
I don't know what's out there with newer campers in terms of leveling systems, but this camper requires manual leveling strategies like driving onto wood boards. You need to first level left and right by using the level indicator bubbles mounted on the camper. Once you're level left and right, you can put wheel chocks or just boards in front and behind your tires to make sure you don't roll away after you disconnect the vehicle. Next, you want to level from front to back. This can be done with the front crank on the tongue of the trailer.
Crank it.
Again,
all right, Brian, crank
just move it up or down until the bubble is in the center and you are good to go. Once that's done, I'll move my vehicle away to give more space for setup.
One quick tip for those of you who have a camper with this little front compartment area here, before you do anything else with the camper, make sure you empty everything out of this compartment that you need, because the bed is gonna pull out over the top and you won't be able to access it very well. So make sure you get everything out of there that you can. The first thing we gotta do is what?
Take the latches off.
That's right, take the latches off. Can you take the latch off?
I'm taking my shirt off.
There you go.
Hope that's not...
Good job, Brian. All right, Brian, now what time is it?
Cranking time.
Cranking time.
Cranking time.
All right, throw it in there.
Now it's time to pop up the camper. I take the hand crank and raise the top up until it stops.
Brian, what do we got to do next?
Crank it.
What are we cranking?
The stabilizers.
That's right, we got to put down the stabilizers.
No.
What do we want to do with these stabilizers? We want to put just a little bit of pressure on them, right? But we don't want to lift the camper. So right there, that's good, right? That's one key takeaway if you're setting up an old camper like this and it has this style of stabilizers. You don't want to use these stabilizers as levelers because they will break. They're just meant to have a little bit of pressure on them to keep the camper from moving at all. They're just for stability, not for leveling. Keep that in mind or they'll break. How hot is it out here today, guys?
So hot. And the grass is hot.
Even the grass is hot? Anyway, there you go. Good job.
Whee, gotta go. Woo, 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 woo. That's enough.
There you go, Cal. Let her rip. Whoa. There you go. A little more. A little more. Perfect. All right, you got it? You grab the crank. This one. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, perfect. All right, all done with the cranker. Can't lose the little crank. Most important tool that we have.
Your next step is to start pulling out the beds. This camper has one king-size bed on one side and a full-size bed on the other.
Now, these beds here have some weight, and so each camper has some type of a mechanism here to support the weight of this bed. This one happens to have these black poles right here that go at an angle. They go from here to here. That's how the weight is supported on this bed. So we're gonna set these out right now. Okay, let's look at yours, Briar. Okay, so let's pop it out of here. Help it find its home. There you go. And then I find that first, and then I go bam, like that. Lock it in.
Okay.
All right, that's our little one. Oh, it's good, yeah. Ooh, there's some wind up. So lock that into there. Got it?
I want to do the chicken up.
Ready? Nice. Ready?
Oh.
Now it's time to pull out the canvas. I connect the corners of the canvas to the corners of the mattress and then hook up these little black elastic bands to some hooks underneath the bed frame.
Dad, I want to do the
See that black one? Hook it right to that hook. Perfect.
I do the same thing on the other bed, pulling the corners over each corner of the mattress and making sure every single black elastic band is hooked to the hook underneath. Now it's time to set up the inside of the camper. Our camper has this small little kitchenette that lifts up super easily on top of the refrigerator area, and then we take these two long white poles and push them up against the canvas to open up the area above the beds. It is a super simple process, and they have a very simple locking mechanism on the roof to keep them locked in place.
All right.
Both beds have this same locking mechanism, but obviously different size poles because the beds are different sizes. And the door is the last thing that you have to assemble on this camper. It's held up to the ceiling with a couple of snaps. It slides along this track all the way down to its final location where it latches in with a couple of very simple latches at the top. And then you go back outside and make sure to use the Velcro on the canvas to seal those sides to keep all the bugs out.
We are in the camper. It is set up. A couple things about this camper specifically, it does not have a bathroom. I know some pop-ups do have toilets. We chose not to get one with a toilet. Just didn't want to mess with that. It has a small fridge right there. It does have heat in that corner, and it's got a good amount of storage. It has a little sink. And also this one does not have air conditioning. I do know some pop-ups have it up on the ceiling. This one does not. So it can get kind of hot in here in the summer, especially on a day like today where I think it's 95 degrees outside right now. It's a scorcher.
Well, that just about covers everything setting up our Coleman pop-up camper. I hope this video helped you decide if a pop-up camper is right for you. Now don't forget to like this video and subscribe before you go. We'll see you next time.